Oh, that's to expect it.
Okay, cool. I came in here and people didn't understand simple questions, so.
Subpar caster.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
Yes, you fucking yeah, oh my goodness, dude. Now we fucking the streams, nothing's rolling, bro. So we're very
Fucking
behind,
sent
yeah.
you the thing. I didn't mean you this Discord.
So I guess let's start fucking casting immediately, dude. We have 0 people watching. I didn't post it anywhere, so
Okay.
I guess we can start. Ah, Nobody's take on Transfers Gaming. Cool. First Division game, VS Gaming, whatever. My name's Muzz, joined by Miles. Laka.
Wait, so why are we casting this game then? Just for fun?
What do you mean? Why are we casting it?
Are you doing it just for fun or?
Well, you saw on the Elsa chat they got that other game covered, so we can't do it really anyway, can we?
Oh.
Radiant team banned.
Tell your team to not disappoint me.
Yeah, but like I said, don't be biased, dude. We gotta be super
I'm
neutral.
never biased. I play both sides.
Good, you better, motherfucker.
I mean, I might flame your.
Lol.
I think I might flame transfers harder, but.
Alright, well, it's gonna be live now. Okay, so there we go. It's live. Guys, welcome. This is VS Gaming leg number 2. My name is Muzz, joined by Miles. We have the Nobodies taking on Transfers Gaming. I almost called myself Miles. That's fine. I'd love to be an ancient Dota player.
Nice.
Alright,
You wanna take us through the ban?
yeah, well, Miles, I mean, it's pretty much what we've come to expect so far. Snapfire being very in meta and just strong right now. TA, very strong kind of SA A tier carry as well, followed up by great support in Ogre. Underlord very strong right now as well. We have those HP regen items that have been doing well on all your offlane cores. You know, and then on the other side we've got a Slardar, which has been super strong as well. With his Slither and Crush plus the stacks he's going to get, you pretty much wreck any kind of soft carry in the opposing lane. Winter Waven, very amazing support right now at the moment as well. Huskar, I don't know if you have a better opinion than Huskar on me. Banning Huskar for me is like if I want to play TA, I ban Huskar. But the thing is, Nobodies have banned the TA, and then Transfers Gaming went on to ban the Huskar. So I don't know if you can maybe elaborate further why you think a hero like that might be out.
I think it's just a good mid game. So currently this patch is really mid game stompy. If you pick a hero like Huskar with an Underlord, you can just run down lanes for a long time. If the enemy team picks like an anti-mage, there's a good chance that he will not be able to get the farm because the game is so high tempo and mid game. So
alright.
Like very lane dominator, very good in early game.
But I mean,
very useful.
For example, you know, if you did come up against a Huskar, you could just, for example, pick like a Necro, whose Scythe is going to take advantage of him losing a lot of health in his ulti. So and you know, you can build vessels and urns and armor reduction and stuff. So I feel like there's definitely a lot of counters against the Huskar. Unless you feel like he's pretty strong right now and maybe he is someone worth banning.
No, I wouldn't really. None of these bans are really, other than the Underlord, Snapfire and Slardar, none of these bans are really what I see in my games and in the pro scene. So in the pro scene, they're right now they're banning like Lycan. They're banning heroes like, who is it? Lycan, Underlord, Snapfire. It's people who can carry Mechanism, who can carry Hum of the Dominator, and people who can just push lane straight, because it's like a 25-minute game.
Right, well, Miles, maybe let's tackle some of these picks we've had so far. I mean, we've got the Nobodies bringing out a Witch Doctor with a Grimstroke as well. So, I mean, obviously, cast into Soulbind is going to be great. Healing comes from the Witch Doctor. You got a Maledict as well, so damage over time is going to be awesome. And then, of course, they've already got something to combine with that Soulbind. Hopefully, Nobody's picked something else that's going to be decent with Soulbind. I don't think you can double duel. Can you?
You can.
Really? I've never actually seen it, to be honest.
Yeah, you can. And if you win, if you kill both, you win 2 duels. But if you lose, you give dual damage to both.
Okay, so I mean, so there we go. Kind of Nobodies, looking to get another ability up on that soulbind, and hopefully there's going to be a lot more as well. Just open up your mic, I think. Unless I don't have my mic open. Just open up your mic there for us. Oh, it's fine. People are sending annoying messages through to us. All right, so I don't know, Miles, take us through TSG's picks right now. Got the Monkey King, got a Doxia.
Doxia, really good lane dominator. You can't really, as soon as Doxia hits like level 3 and he gets level 2 Iron Shell, there's nothing much the carry can do, because if you try to hit the creeps, like you don't do enough damage to kill the creeps instantly, and you can't really tank the level 2 Iron Shell. And Doxia, he needs to cut the waves. He's really good at cutting the waves, and then farming, extra farming. He's like a bat rider. I think even better as an off laner. And then with the Monkey King, probably if the Monkey King wins his lane really hard, TSG can stomp the game right now, because it's Doxia. It's a Doxia. He'll farm no matter what. And then a Monkey King doesn't like to play from behind because he doesn't farm well or do anything, but he is a really good lane dominator if played in the right hands.
But I mean, that being said, did we not watch Senior Squad play the other night where that Monkey King picked up the rapier and then they ended up winning that game?
Yeah, that game was way too late. It's too unpredictable. I think right now, if you're a team, you don't want to go late game. Late game, with 5 items, you might get like a really shit item for your team, and the other team might get a really good one, and that just wins them the game. So you want to... Each team should have in their mind what the timing is and what items they get. Like if the Monkey gets Echo Saber, okay, Monkey King says to his team, okay, let's group up and let's fight. So I'll see against, I don't know if this is a Monkey King carry or Monkey King mid. Probably Monkey King carry. Now that Viper has been picked mid, Monkey King doesn't really want to play against Viper.
10 seconds
like no one likes to play against Viper.
No, and TSG banned out the Bristleback as well in case Nobodies were going to pick it last. I do think that Legion Command is probably the off lane. So, I mean, I have a feeling that Bristleback probably didn't need to be banned. That's just my opinion. But, of course, Bristleback is being used as a carry right now. So, actually, the ban is fine. But I'm going to stick with what I'm saying is that Legion Command is definitely going to be their off laner. He's just so good in that lane. They press the attack, he can push and shove lanes. The Jewel's going to be great. He's that quasi carry we spoke about the other day. If he gets enough jewels, then obviously he can get enough damage, which will be great for him. There's the double jewel with the soulbind as well. Miles is so crazy. Like if we see that tonight, dude, I'm going to be so impressed, because like I've physically never seen the double jewel, and that sounds just too ridiculous for me. Like what happens to the second person? What does the animation look like? I've got so many questions just around that. Oh my goodness, dude.
So I think nobody's gonna pick the carry right now. Unless it's a Viper carry, I can't really predict anything. But
Viper mid, I'm sure.
You don't really want to go late game against Transfers Gaming because they might just push you straight to your
team pick.
Like Stealer?
Oh, there's the core.
So CK really good at bursting supports. I think he's, in my opinion, I find him one of the best late game characters. He just does so much damage, and he also has a great high ground CG potential.
He got a very small buff now in the patch with the Phantasm, but I mean I don't think it's enough to bring CK back into any form of a patch. Like no one is playing Chaos Knight right now at the same time though.
I think it's just like a misunderstanding of his timings. His timings are difficult because you see that, oh, I have 2k HP, cannot fight, but if you go in the fight and ulti, your illusions instantly die. You're like, wait, hold on, I thought this was my timing. So I think carries like PL, Life Stealer, PA, Terrorblade especially are just easier to fight around and find the timing. So a mid from Transfers Gaming, I like not a OD, no. Maybe I don't know who's good against Viper mid.
So I mean, they're obviously Outsider is usually pretty good with the TA, which has been banned. Whether that's coincidental or an accident, we're not gonna know. But he's extremely strong on that hero. not many other mids are actually banned, I think, besides that, the Huskar and even the Razor. So, I mean, there's still lots of options in the pool if you think about it. You can Storm, you can Quap, you can Sniper, you can OD. It has to be something that goes up against the Viper. It can't be something that's going to be like a melee kind of carry strength hero. So, your PAs and your, what am I thinking of, like your DKs now, can obviously get passives broken. I think I'm thinking of like OD versus those heroes, but I think Viper's pretty strong against those type of heroes as well. So he goes for Invoker. Is Invoker too squish against a Viper? Does he win his lane?
Invoker gets dumpstered.
Okay.
Gets dumpstered mid against the Viper because Invoker doesn't have great stats. Like he has like one of the worst fucking stats in as a mid laner. And then if you go up to hit the creep, Viper gets 2 poison attacks on you, and your movement speed is already so slow.
And I also, I also think with the Nether Toxin being dropped on the floor, Invoker now is either going to be forced out of the lane, so he can't farm, or he's going to be pushed closer to the Viper, and then, like you said, a couple poison touches. Yeah, so Invoker more than likely ends up having a bad time against Viper.
It depends if he goes Exhort. If he goes Exhort, it's harder lane, but if he goes Quas, he has more regen to sustain through the lane, and he can rotate. He doesn't have to stay in the lane with the Viper. He can go rotate if he plays Quas works. Most Invokers I see go Exhort, and I just cry a little bit because Exhort for Invoker sucks. Because he just, like, Invoker farms for like 20 minutes, and he comes out to the team like gets 1 kill, and everything else is useless.
Are you?
But if you're Quas work,
are you like very Quas Wex orientated, Miles? Do you just, I mean, he's gone for Exhort right now first, so does that annoy you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It's just like Exhort Invoker is so useless pre 20 minutes, and that's not what you want from a mid laner, because Exhort Invoker, they want to go for phase boots, kind of Midas, you know, outside has it queued up, and that's 20 minutes of his time, especially against the Viper. He's not going to be farming well, so I'd rather prefer Quas works. Just lose the lane and go gank other lanes. I really don't like Exhort Invoker.
What I did kind of want to bring up earlier before we got kicked out of the draft there is that also like Invoker into these heroes on the side of Nobodies is quite tough. You know, the reality rift from a CK into an Invoker is going to be really tough to fight into. So unless kind of you're throwing a tornado out into those phantasms trying to get rid of them. So what I'm getting at, sorry, I just had to look down at something. Invoker will have a tough time because the CK is big. He's going to wreck you. Legion Commander is going to jump you and get a jewel. He can wreck you on the back of a CK, pounding you with a death ward in the background as well. So yes, like, it's a great hero. You know, Invoker gets really strong. He gets big. He's a good hero. But into the Nobodies lineup could potentially be very difficult.
I don't really like. I would prefer like a OD or something that can sustain against the Viper, or someone that can push up the lanes quick, like a Quap, and then go jungle. Because Invoker, he cannot stay in this lane against his Viper. As soon as, what he saw with Nether Toxin.
But I mean, that's exactly what we said. Like, the Nether Toxin is either going to keep him out of the lane, like right now, for example, and he's broken, or he's going to have to be forced closer to the Viper, which then you said, well, hell, he's going to get 1 or 2 poison touches, and this Invoker is going to be in a lot of trouble. So, and I mean, look, already Viper rocked up to the lane with a headdress, so he's already got the HP regen, versus outside of Fine, he's got a Mantle of Intelligence, and he's going for a quick Hand of Midas. Tough lane, I think, for him.
I still don't like starting with Nether Toxin because it pushes the lane into tower. But if you want to push it into tower and get like earlier level 2, you can push that advantage because you have the poison type. But right now, Animus isn't really doing it. He's more playing more passively. But like, if you want to start with Nether Toxin and shoving the wave to outside his tower, then I want him to be harassing this Invoker way more with the poison attack. But he started with a Clarity. If you pop up Clarity in lane, that you're gonna be out for 15-20 seconds because you want to get the value out of that Clarity, right? You don't want to be hit. And then he started with 4 tangles from his teammates, which is a really big mistake. So normally mid laners, they only use 2 tangles because the cooldowns for other things are just so large. I think this item buff from Animus is disgusting.
What I'm enjoying here in this top lane here, Miles, is Monkey King has such an exceptional range from melee hero. And old Fanny Wobble here, he's, I think, struggling because doesn't have the amount of range that equates to it as well. Yes, Grimstroke, he's got range so he can throw it at you, but Grimstroke has got kind of that lich type of range and mosquito shots where they firstly you have to get close to throw them. Okay. Well, first blood here. But I mean, so what I'm getting at is this Grimstroke is going to hit you with soft shots and you have to be close. Versus like, you know, AA's got a nice long shot and you can hit from further away. So I think Visions has got a nice advantage just on the range that he has with this Monkey King, which is nice. I mean, so you've got Lich with him as well, which again has got super short right click. And you can see right now, so this guy hasn't harassed much. You know, he hasn't tried to close down Teaser here, whereas Teaser now is getting a chance to harass the opposing carry, which is great as a position for. So I think we just want to see here Midnight Sting do a bit more when it comes to the harass.
The thing is that Midnight Fisting is not even pulling the wave at all. The
Yeah.
wave is like really close to Nobodies tower, and the closer you are to the enemy tower, the more chance you're gonna die, because it's just like experience, and I think everyone should notice that. If you look at your replays and you die as a carry, you're like, wait, how did I die? You literally at their tower trying to last hit creeps. Like that's 100% why you're dying. Also, weird from Grimstroke that he didn't start with Inkswell. Like Inkswell is such a good level 1 ability. It's good for rune contesting. It's good for chasing a hero. Like they can, if Tizia Inkswells wiggle a bit, they can pressure this Monkey King a lot. And this Monkey King does not have a lot of regen. He has 2 tangles and a fairy, which is not a lot of regen against such a harass heavy lane. But I just hope Midnight Fisting pulls more so that they can, so that the Monkey King can have safer CS on his tower. Because he might die again.
Yeah, I mean, possibly. So, I mean, they are both level 3 right now. Things are not looking too bad. So, 15 last hits to his 11. I mean, so, you know, this off-lane core from Nobodies is having quite a good time. You know, versus on the other side, he's safe lane core is having a good time. Then you've only got the Viper as a mid. Okay, also on the side of Nobodies. So, in fact, it's only Visions kind of having... the so-called 4th best time out of his team. You know, Invoker, you can see the 5 last hits, so he's actually struggling a bit. I think we alluded to that already because of the Nether Toxin going to be quite rough. Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, I think it's tough. This is a first division game as well. The competition does get a lot more harder. TSG have just come up from the open division as well. From leg 1, mind you, so this would be literally their second leg of competitive Dota where they're already making first division. I think that also comes with a bit of pressure and you know, something to get used to. You know, you might lose like your first 3 games before you win your first game, and that's definitely not uncommon. So we are going to see what does happen here tonight, Miles. This should be quite a good game, I think.
I'm surprised that Vision has less CS than this Legion commander, because Vision has 2 levels in his Jingu Mastery. He should be zoning the hell out of this LC, but I think that this stems from Midnight Fisting not pulling. He's not gonna get this pull off. It's too early. And you see this, like, it's so close to the enemy's tower. Vision can't get close to this Legion commander.
Oh, now he's silenced. And he's chasing. He's going to get the kill. He's got the ranges there. Going to be a Bounder Strike. He has the Bounder Strike. He didn't use it to finish off the kill. I don't know why that... That's actually, yeah, that's a pity, because that would have been definitely a dead Grimstroke there for the Monkey King. He didn't drop the Bounder Strike. What, feels bad, Miles?
I think to be honest, Tizia wanted to die there. Like, if you look at his inventory, he has 2 Mangles, and is that a self coming? It's 3 tangles coming, but 3 tangles not going to heal you up to full. And once you eat those 3 tangles, you're going to get harassed again. So I think Tizia wanted to die there to come back full HP, full mana, and come harass this Monkey King again.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Well, I mean, again, I guess, you know, I'm not going to harp on things, but I think just that Boundless Strike could have definitely been thrown out. There would have been a kill here on teaser.
What lane? I don't know why Shadow is doing the cutting of the wave. You shouldn't cut the wave with your pulse 4. Your pulse Doxia is more than capable of cutting the wave. He's so tanky with the soaring build up as well. With the soaring.
Well, I mean, doesn't he want to keep the Darkseer in lane as the core to get the farm, to get the experience, and him as the 4 to kind of roam around and do that type of work? Is that not the case?
No, nah, that's not how you pull. So basically, if this Darkseer goes and pulls this into this camp right there, he gets a creep wave and he gets neutral, and he can tank that because of Iron Shell and Soaring. But so if you pull the wave, the creeps go under the CK's tower, and even though he has not free CS, but even though he has free XP, it all depends on how well he sees the other lane. And another benefit of pulling the wave is that if Frag pulls the wave right now and Witch Doctor does not go contest and he reaches the XP, it just feels bad.
Well, stun with the Maledict coming out as well. Onto Frag. Is it going to be enough to bring him down? Does have the Surge, so he should get out of that. But this bottom lane is super dangerous, Miles, because you're going to have a stun. You're going to have 2 stuns with the Reality Rift on top of a Maledict. Yeah, so yeah, Nobodies, they have got quite a dangerous safe lane here. But you know, on the other end, Darkseer's got an Iron Shell, which can help you mitigate a bit of that physical damage. So
the thing is that this is the reason why you pull the wave, not because, well, you pull the wave anyway if you're playing Darkseer, because firstly it gives you more farm, it denies farm for the enemy's part 5, and he's not able to do anything other than harass you if he plays it right. And your Vengeful can go hop out the lane. Like TSG is playing this bottom lane really badly. This Darkseer should be having 30 to 40 CS right now if he just pulled the wave. But right now he's under constant threat because of this combo from Nobody, and he might die here again.
Oh, okay, well, stun. Not enough, as the cost is going to follow up as well. Does have Iron Shell around himself with the Reality Rift pulling him in, you see, and immediately drops him to half health, which is actually super tough. Top lane.
Lower because it's Maledict is up, but
in fact, but he goes down. Okay, well, that's not bad, but I mean, okay, so they did manage to pick off boss. That was just quickly checking the top lane between the Grimstroke and the Lich. You know, so that's good for TSG so far, Miles. I mean, they did pick off the Witch Doctor and no one died. So I think give them a bit of time, you know, a few stronger levels in Surge, maybe a few stronger levels in Iron Shell. He's already level 3, so he is kind of spamming it because he knows he's going to play into the CK crit. Things could pay off on him. Yeah, Midnight Fist in, getting the Stroke of Fate on him with that Phantom as well. He's down to like a quarter health already. Oh boy.
So going back to this mid lane, I'm looking at the CS shot, and this Invoker is really close to this Viper, which is surprising because Animus took 3 levels in his Nether Toxin. This jungle should not be here. It should be taken already or be stacked, but I don't know what Animus is doing. He should not be having the same CS as an Invoker when you have 3 levels in Nether Toxin.
Oh, he's going to be picking up an Invis Rune as well. He's going to gank bottom, but I mean, he's got no mana for it. He does have a Clarity, can find Clarity's on. I don't think he's going to really have much mana by the time he gets here to the bottom.
I mean, he has mana for 1 ulti, but after that 1 ulti, you're out of mana.
Yeah, oh, Shadow might just bite the dust here. Oh, looking for 2. Monkey King does fall in the top lane, but they're looking for more. Frag's going to go down as well, so that's 2 fall inside your TSG. Shadow's going to have to TP away, but there's a cast that's going to stop him though. That should be 3. And it is going to go to Animus. So I mean, you know, for the amount of time that Outsider gets to farm freely in the mid lane, his opposing Viper does pick up a kill bottom. So those type of trades, Miles.
I still don't like that rotation because I feel like Nobody, their Witch Doctor and CK could have easily gotten those 2 kills without the Vipers help. Like we saw that even before the Viper strike, the Darkseer, just the Reality Rift with the Chaos strike from the Chaos Knight just took like half HEV from the Darkseer. So I don't feel like that rotation was necessary from Animus, especially now that he's below those Invoker in farm and CS. And
Well, you know what?
and,
Outsider does have his Hand of Midas now as well, so that's going to make his farm already increase by quite a lot. And he's picked it up quite early. You know, that's a sub 10-minute Midas, so it's going to be good for him. Like you said, he's now already overpassed the Viper just because he has about double the amount of denies. So maybe Animus not using that Nether Toxin exactly to great effect is what we want from him. His Russian GG boots as well, it's great on a Viper. He's probably going to go for a Rod of Atos as well, hopefully, I think, just so that you can be kept inside that Nether Toxin. Losing Bounty's bottom, though.
For my coffers.
How many? They might have lost a lot. Okay, Outsider picks up 1, but that's gonna. So it's a 3-for-1 going to Nobodies.
For my coffers.
Yes, there's been a gold nerf. Yes, there's been, you know, a lot of reduction on that front. But at the end of it, I think gold is gold. And when you get 3 bounties versus 1 can make a big difference, especially now in this early game. Help you get up a Wraith Band, help you finish some boots. Maybe get yourself an Urn of Shadows.
Animus is looking to gank top, but Monkey King didn't see that if he doesn't
Oh,
react,
Jewel on him as well. He's going to be shitty here from the back on his nose. Swap. Sunstrike does come out into Fanny Wobble. He's going to go down. He picks up the Jewel damage. He might be able to run away as well. Oh, very good gank here from Animus. In comes the Darkseer, but Shadow should be dead with the Stroke of Fate. It's not going to be enough time.
Is under attack.
Throws out the wall.
guys, it's a lot of time from TSG, but I don't even think they're gonna get the kill.
No.
Animus is pretty tanky with this chainmail and headshot, but
Oh yes, and now I mean here we go. Nether Toxin into a Maledict for the Death Ward as well. Frag should be able to go down. Sunstrike not going to kill anyone, it misses. That's Frag going down. So what do we have? 8-1 with a 4k net worth lead. It's looking...
okay, so where do I even start? So that Monkey King, he a really late reaction time. So the Viper was out here, right? But his courier flew across the Viper, and he was in direct vision of the Monkey King. So, but this Monkey King, he was here, Viper was here. His courier was running along, and he could see the Viper, but Monkey King still walked here. So I don't know if he was lagging or his reaction speed was just so, but his death was really unnecessary. And then the Darkseer rotation, I don't really see why, because Darkseer you can't really kill. Your hero's not for kills, it's for control, and without the vacuum into the wall, you can't do much control because like you drop down the wall, it was quite useless. And then as soon as he rotated top, the CK just got really farm bottling. Like he's level 8 compared to this Darkseer. This Darkseer can't step up in lane if the CK plays it right.
Yeah, I think
So
kind of,
I
yeah,
don't know.
left his opposing core to have a bit of a free time while he rotated versus maybe just rotating the Venge up top, and then like you said, he had to expand the wall, which didn't do an awful lot because it just got caught kind of near his tower. Boss is going mid. Is it going to be fruitful? There's actually a fight here. Animus is surrounded by one, throws a cast. Does he have a Death Ward? Okay, wastes his man on the Maledict.
Oh, what a
He's
call.
actually going to be able to kill him though. Animus getting, I mean, Vision's down in the top lane as well. They're looking for more. Midnight Fist, and he came back for more. He threw a... Okay, maybe. Let's see. Bounce again. You've got the aggro of the tower. Oh,
Does
goodness.
have a lot of regen from the press to attack.
Dire's top tower is under
6 strength and
attack.
HP regen. Oh!
Oh.
Outsider with a banger of a Sunstrike. Oh, man.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, they got something, Miles.
I'm still worried about this Darkseer. Like this Darkseer, he's not farming. He's not creating pressure. Like he almost just gave the Viper another kill. Like I don't know what this Darkseer doing. Like this Darkseer should not be at the bottom CS with a Monkey King. Like at least.
Yeah, I see that now as well.
Like it's really rare to see a Darkseer not have a lot of CS. And you need a lot of CS as Darkseer because your hero is mid-game tempo, and if you can't go mid-game tempo, you don't have any farm. I think it's just a shame. I feel like maybe Frag doesn't fully understand.
And I mean, there we go.
Full
Jewel
potential,
coming
but-
out from Fanny Wobble. He wins another one, killing the Monkey King. So Visions having a bit of a tough time here in this lane. Let's check out the stats real quick. 0 for 5 I don't know, Miles, what would you do here? Force Venge to come top, maybe get a tri-lane going just to secure he can get farm? Because 0-5 right now, early game Monkey, that's not going to do well for him. Plus, the Legion Commander picked up his second jewel already. So, you know, he's only going to get stronger right now. He's also got a Blade Mail at this point. So his jewels are now at this point also becoming a much easier for him. So
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I can't really find.
Oh, look at it go.
oh, bottom frag
Points
might
on
get
how
toasted.
Radiant's bottom
Did get the
tower
Maledict
is under
falling to him
attack.
as well. Death Ward a bit premature.
So bad.
Oh goodness, man.
I
Dire's
don't
middle
really see
tower
how
is under attack.
TSG wins this game right now because the CK is free farming. Alcy already has 20 dual damage with his Blade Mail. And I think he might get another dual damage? No. And this Monkey King and Doxy, like these two early to mid-game heroes are getting dumpstered. I don't know how they win this game. Unless nobody fucks up
Dig that so much
heavily
more.
and commits high ground for no reason, which is very possible in this bracket. Very possible, but
And I mean, Animus
Right now,
rushing
the
these
top-
Guardian Greaves right now is
Dire's
doing
middle
wonders
tower
because
is
he's
under
very
attack.
close to getting them as well. Here at top lane, there's going to be a lot of action. Soulbound with a double silence coming out as well. Ice Wall coming up. Could be a kill. He's going to be finding Hobble, but Animus, he rotates up. Now the big boy's here. All right. He's going to... oh, but he's got no mana though.
Mana.
Okay, so nothing happened there. Equal trade-off. I wish the Bounder Strike, like, I think came out a lot from Monkey. It almost seems like he sometimes wants to hold it a bit.
I like that he's holding the Boundless Strike because he's like maybe he's thinking about maybe I should hold this for if like the Alcy is running away, but if like even a split second of hesitation, your Boundless Strike, if you don't land your Boundless Strike, the Alcy's out. Like she's out of here with this phase boost, overwhelming odds. So
That's
I think he
true.
must just commit himself.
But I mean, maybe
Like,
at
if he
that
commits
point,
himself there.
maybe like at that point, your Bounder Strike is not going to be aimed at the Legion Commander since he has so much movement speed. You know, with your boots and with your is it press? Is it over? What is going to give you speed? Overwhelming odds. Yeah,
Overwhelming
bonus
odds,
speed. No, so I mean, your target has to be like that Grim Stroke. It has to be kind of maybe the Witch Doctor during a Death Ward. Hopefully, he's going to get a good Bounder Strike off there. But yeah, Nobody's having quite a good game so far. Frag might just die here in the bottom lane. Gonna get Maledict on him. There's
I mean,
no ulti coming out here
the
from
CK
Midnight Fistin right now.
So the CK is so bomb.
Yeah,
I don't know how anyone on Transverse Gaming, like Evoker, you go on him. Listen, this Chaos Guy can burst everyone on TSG's gaming by himself, even. This Monkey King has no chance, but I find it really hard for TSG to come back in this game because they just fucked up the laning stage so hard. And in this patch, laning stage means everything. If you lose all 3 lanes, that's GG because that means you take all the games.
Oh well, here we go. Reality Rift coming in. They're gonna be taken down. The Invoker, huge chain for jumping around with the Death Ward. Well, Bosco and dominating. Animus picking up a killing spree. He does actually eventually fall. But the CK is far too big, has an omelet that's on,
Dire's bottom tower is under
going for
attack.
double D,
Your most-
maybe.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It's looking so great for TSG game because your most farmed hero, your Invoker, your most chance of winning the game just died to a CK in less than 3 seconds. And that's not really what you want to see because this Invoker needs to be creating the space, but he can't really be creating space if he gets bursted so easily. So I don't know how TSG wins this.
Do you feel maybe they're just falling behind a bit too much at this point?
I mean, if this was a couple of patches ago, it would be fine because it could go late game. The comeback mechanic was easier, but right now the comeback mechanic is harder, and the kill streaks do not give you as much gold if you kill someone with a dominating streak or something. And it's really mid-game favored with all the stats. Like, if you no longer get magic resistance, if you buy strength, that just forces up the game a lot. So if the CK gets his next item, which I think is that a Halberd or SNY? I think
Radiant's middle
Uh,
tower
SNY.
is under
get
attack.
It's fine. So it
He'll be
gives
important
yeah
for
more
them.
stats, more speed, more strength. You know, SNY is pretty good. He's doing well right
Dire's
now.
bottom tower has
I don't
fallen.
think he's looking to build a Heaven's Halberd or anything of that nature. I don't think the Monkey King's really hitting hard enough to allow that. So he's just going to go for a nice little stats item. It's going to be really good on him though.
But he's favoring the Implo. I'm still looking at his Wukong's command. He hasn't used this Wukong's command once, right? I didn't see it.
So yeah, I also don't think we have seen a Wukong's command. Potentially once, I would say, Miles, that we didn't catch, and that's just on me. But yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, okay. So Dark Seer, frag getting burst down there. I'm sure he won that duel as well.
Yeah, 30 deal damage. And he has his Blink Dagger as well.
Yeah, no, it's tough at this level, and I think a lot of learning is gonna, you know, have to take place after this. But it's fine, you know, it's where we'll start. It's how you have to do it, and I think Nobodies are maybe relishing that this is their first game in Leg 2, you know. It's a good thing for some teams, and it's a bad thing for some teams. Reality Rift, Shadow Shadow, he gets pulled in, he should be able to go down very quickly. Tornado with the meatball to follow up there. Shadow's going to go down. Here comes a Wukong Tamon into a big chain force. Well, they take down the Grimstroke, they're looking for more visions in the background. He's going to get death warded up. Double kill, triple kill. Oh, mercy.
Is under attack.
The apology, G. I just move on to the next game. Just start over your mental attitude again and start over your draft and just go and move on to the next game because I don't see how TSG win this. Most of their team died and Lich hasn't disconnected. They probably would have beat Team 1. And its Animus is nowhere near dead despite
yeah, and
4 HP, 4
the
man.
CK picked up. Oh, why throw a Chain Frost at that point?
I was talking more about how TSG can improve during the banning phase.
Oh, duel onto Midnight Fisting. He's gonna drop like a sack of taters.
So in the next game, I want to, during the banning phase and first few picks, I want to talk about how TSG could improve and how nobody could improve as well. Because I see like a lot of mistakes and mispositioning from both sides. And if you can fix those things, you can end the game 10 minutes, 5 minutes earlier than you currently are right now. So
okay, so Miles, let's draw from a positive space. My next question here is gonna be important, and it's not gonna be something pessimistic. How would you see TSG turning this game around?
Bounty.
Where do we see that happening for them?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So I don't think TSG can turn around by themselves. They need nobody to make a mistake. So right now, nobody, they're grouping as 5. Like right now, we see that the Grimstroke, Viper, at least LC are grouping as 3, right? Which is good. You stick as a group. So I think the CK needs to be pushing bot, and then his rest of his team must be top, and they must have no TPs. And from TSG, they must smoke gank this DK. They must just get a pick off. It must be constant pick offs. You can't take a 5v fight against these guys. If you take a 5v fight right now against these guys, you're gonna lose racks even more. So I just feel like they didn't do more split pushing and get more pick off. Like get a pick off on the Witch Doctor, commit everything. Even if it's a Wukong's command, Invoker, everything, back out. It's fine. Like a kill's a kill. Like right now, you really need these kills and XP. But this Monkey King, he should be bottom right now. Pushing this wave, this Darkseer, top lane right now. Force rotations, top lane, and force rotation bot lane, and then take a fight if someone's lingering. That's the only way TSG could win this game.
Well, maybe not win it, but just kind of maybe start turning it around. Because I mean, right now they are sitting at 22-5 with a 13k deficit. So maybe just something that takes them from first gear to second gear even, you know, and maybe it's that split pushing. They are trying to get what they can. There we go. Maybe if it could be small things like that, Miles, where you pick off the Grimstroke.
It's literally just small things, but this Monkey King Doxy are really making a big mistake because they're just sitting around here, not farming much, and they're just waiting for a team fight. You don't want to take a team fight against nobody. You get destroyed. So this Doxy right now, he hasn't touched the creep for the last 2 minutes. Like he could have been bot, pushed this wave in, and forced rotation, and it probably could have got another pick off right now. But it just, I don't know. Maybe it's lack of knowledge or something. But Monkey King needs at least a BKB. He needs a Mjolnir or Daedalus. He needs 3 items at least.
Well, yeah, I
Including
think
a BKB.
he definitely needs to look for that BKB right now, just so they can survive a little longer. You know, he's got a Shadow Blade right now. He's got an Imp Claw, fine. You know, he's sorting out the damage front, but if he keeps on dying as quickly as he has, then you know there's no point. So yeah, BKB probably the very next item for him.
The thing is, I don't even think BKB should be his next item because BKB might help you against this Viper, but you still have this LC physical damage, CK really physical damage, and this Doctor, Witch Doctor's Deathfall, which is physical damage. So I don't think BKB is gonna help right now. Right now he needs something to give him more stats and more farming potential. Oh, Vision, sir, I don't think you do not want to take this fight right now.
It'll be tough, yeah. I mean, he's got the break as well, so there's going to be no Jingu Mastery coming out from him. But Nobodies haven't looked to take the Roshan either. Neither team has. And I mean, maybe this is a good opportunity for the Nobodies just to kind of say, well, you know what, hey, we're pushing these guys quite back. You know, they're farming their own jungle or even struggling to. Let's go get Roshan. And they could, I think, quite easily at this point.
No, Roshan should have been done 5 minutes ago. It just... If you want, like, on the side of Nobody, if you take... Okay, so something about Roshan that... If you take Roshan, you're forcing the enemies out of their base, because most of the time they want to contest, and they want to get the Aegis, so if you're ahead and your enemies are nowhere to be seen, and they're not coming outside the base, or towers, go Roshan. If they come to you, you win the fight. If they don't come to you, you get the Roshan, and you get more map control. That's a win. So there's no losing side to not doing Roshan.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll see a mark of the siege from Nobody.
Yeah, okay, well, we're going to get a smoke coming at you from Nobody, and I think there's going to be quite a lethal pick-off. Darkseer is bottom alone as well, so that could be pretty dangerous for him. They're not opting for that. Shadows here could go down. There's going to be a duel on him with the silence. Nethertox going to follow up with the stroke fade as well. Oh, and there's a double D on the other side that they don't even need.
If the CK sees this double damage, Nobody can go Roshan really quickly. But, at Smoke at the Sea, they didn't really want to catch Shadow, they want to catch this Evoker. But, it doesn't really matter, they can do whatever they want in this game. Nobody can touch them.
Oh, Tornado with the EMP as well. Don't know if it's going to be enough. Double silencer coming out from the Grimstroke with the Wukong's command thrown out Jabba from Visions. Oh, that's outside it down. That's shut it down still as well. He's going to have to buy back. Then down Fisted. He's going to go down with the Maledict. Deathward getting dropped as well. Frag's going to have to run up to the high ground. He's going to be able to fall. Does have the Iron Shell on. Survives. He does. Indeed. He's almost got Guardian Greaves. That's going to be good for the team.
This is my problem with Evoker. The hero can't do anything.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
He can do his combo, but with the pipe and Greaves on the side of Nobody, your abilities do no damage. And if he went cross-wet Evoker, he could have at least had some impact in this game with the EMP. But right now, as Exalt, I don't think Outside is getting what he wanted as a really farmed Evoker. But let's just pray that he gets the Cataclysm on like crucial targets and with the Wukong's command combo, but right now,
and I mean, so they are going for Roche. They might just get a pick off here onto boss. That's fine. That's great for Visions. I think that might. Okay, it's his 3rd kill of the game. I was almost a bit nasty saying it's only his 1st kill of the game. Oh, get a swap. Oh, I don't know why there was such a slow swap there. Could have very quickly killed that Grimstroke. So Tornado with Meatball getting thrown into the pit. Shadow's going to go down. Cataclysm coming out as well. There's going to be a silence. There's going to be the link up here between Shadow and Frag. Invoker goes down. So does the Lich. So does Shadow, who's holding the Aegis. That's an interesting choice. Double kill. Yeah, they're looking for more. Oh, CK may just go down here. He's actually far too tanky for that. He's going to survive. Godlike with a double kill as they team wipe TSG. And Shadow with that Aegis. Good steal. But I guess someone else needed it.
I mean, Shadow shouldn't even have been able to block that. Like, how was this Vengeful Spirit be able to walk here
How
and just
indeed.
swapping, I don't understand, but like this is exactly what I said. Rotron gives you Aegis and it gives you the opportunity to fight the enemy team. So right there, nobody they're ready to fight all the time, and TSG they fall into the trap even before they got the Aegis. Your whole team just got team wiped, and they're not gonna lose a Rax. It depends how hard nobody commits. But
Dire's middle tower
such
is under
a
attack.
hard game for Vision. Because he doesn't have the farm, he doesn't have the damage or the life to sustain against this DK.
Dire's top tower
CK.
is under attack.
And the CK is just gonna get farmed, keep on farming and farming. It's really difficult.
What is this he's going for now? This is an Echo Saber, I think. Oh, Bosch should be able to go down, but the Jewel's going to come onto the Monkey King. He's going to die with the Deathwood as well. Huge vacuum here coming up from Frag. Is it going to do much? They've got the Chain Frost jumping around, but it's 2 down. No, there's not much damage on this Chain Frost anymore. It's not doing what it would usually do. EMP with the Ice Wall here coming up from outside, but he should be able to fall very quickly. Godlike going to the CK. Oh, mercy. The thing is, vacuuming to this Chain Frost is not just doing much anymore. I'm sure there's a pipe on this team. There is, so...
There's a pipe.
Yeah, Animus with the pipe. They're strong.
So... Few mistakes from TSG, so this Monkey King, he saw this Witch Doctor and fully committed for him, but he does not have vision. Oh, he does have vision on the high ground, but he did not see the Legion. Risky to engage like that on Vision side because you know that they're gonna group as 5. You know that his ult is gonna blink.
Oh, let's see. There's going to be a Sinister Gaze here onto Bosch. They'll be able to kill him. They're on top of a Nether Toxin. That's actually quite tough to beat them. And is there going to be a swap here coming out from Shadow? There might be. There's going to be another Jewel onto Vision with the characters, and they're not able to kill too much there as well. 2 go down. BK beat up. Legion Commander. He's not scared to fight. He wants to brawl, that's for sure.
They're diving so far into the base here. You need to get at least 1 kill, please.
Yeah?
Thank you.
I don't know why nobody has to dive that far. They can just skip this tower. They just don't give a shit anymore, but it's done.
Yeah,
Maybe
quite
it's something that
possibly.
doesn't...
Oh, is Frag going to be able to go down here? They throw the meatball down, but of course BKBs will be protected. That's Frag. He's down for the count. They're looking for more shadows, the next target. Oh, they can run right up past tier 2 towers. I don't care. Stanya coming out onto the outside with the vacuum coming up from Frag. Is it going to be enough though? Death Ward. Buyback from Frag. He's going to have to jump back into the fray. It could be a dieback. Wukong's command coming on. Are they going to be able to kill the CK? Very good bounder strike. Alright, not bad. They kill 3, but they lose the tier 3 tower, almost the Rax. Oh.
Still worth it. Like I said, TSG can't win the game by themselves. They have to let Nobody throw the game, and that's exactly what they did. I don't think they threw the game, but they lost out on 2 racks. If they didn't push that far to tier 4s, hit the racks and go top. I don't know what TSG is gonna do against that, but it's just common mistakes in like low tier bracket. They just dive tiers for no reason, and this has given TSG a really good chance at
Oh, I don't know. Fanny wobbles back with the Jewel as well. It's going to hit Invoker on the back. It's so easy to take him. He's so squishy. He's going for more frag. Might give him the double kill. He is going to. He's looking for more. It's a triple kill. Holy crap. Is it going to be an ultra? He's going. He does not get it. He might get the ultra here onto Shadow. Is it going to happen? His teammates are letting him. Very nice of them. Very generous. Oh, okay. Misses the stroke of fate. Oh, crap. This guy's in such trouble. Oh, they revealed him. Stun coming out. Double kill for Animus. Oh, boy. Fanny Wobble. He was so keen for more.
Scratch out what I said about TSG coming, even having a chance of coming back in that game. They just got completely destroyed by 1 hero.
Yeah, but I mean, how much dual damage does he have right now? 168 dual damage, so...
They're 52.
You know?
I think that's more than enough. Like,
yeah, of course.
With 4 heroes around him, I mean with 3 heroes around him, that's so much damage.
Yeah, I mean, exactly that, you know, the
Might
guys...
be able to face to the back door?
I mean, I think so. There's 4 of them. I think quite easily. Oh, he's gonna duel another one. Oh my goodness. Oh, they
We
missed
still
that
haven't
double
seen
though.
the double.
Yeah,
double
yeah.
duel. We still haven't seen it.
Oh, I know. Get a soul bind on that duel. We want to see it. I personally do. I've never seen it before, so.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, even without the CK here.
Okay, he's jumping straight into vision. The Cataclysm is coming out with the wall. Oh, I mean, he's low. Don't know if it's low enough. Tornado's gonna miss quite a few. They're beating them all down on the background. Holy smokes. And I mean, of course, CK as well, you know, if Legion, say, doesn't do something in a team fight, the Chaos Knight just runs in exactly like he did there and just does so much work. Oh, here we go. Triple kill.
I mean, what can you do against this? So awesome.
Mercy me.
This is the best of 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Dire's
Yeah.
ancient is
Repair
under
kit.
attack.
Laying the inevitable. Oh, the thing is that this Invoker Proton is combo, but it doesn't do any damage. This is the problem I have with like Invoker. It's just not a good hero right now.
I think also possibly just picking that kind of soft, squishy intel hero into that lineup of a CK and a Legion Commander, especially since they got to choose it last. I feel that didn't really work out. And, you know, it's just, I mean, he got jumped on with the Legion. He's the first target. And then gets completely obliterated in the duel, and then all of his combos are just now completely null and void. No tornadoes, no EMPs, no meatballs, and it's the perfect target to start with if you are the Legion, and then you pick up easy duel damage as well. So guys, that was game 1. The Nobodies, they take the victory. Miles, any last closing words from that match?
Not what I had high expectations for first division, but maybe it's just a bad game from Transverse Gaming. It is. You did say they are coming, and you can't just come from open division and into first division and just win. Like you need these storms, you need these hard lessons to be learned from better teams who's been here, who knows like what the pressure is like. So, but even on Nobodies, I was expecting much more than what I was seeing, to be honest.
Yep. Well, I mean, exactly. Like you said there, you know, it is their first time playing in the first division. They came directly from the open division after finishing 3rd in their leg. So I think Nobodies have a little bit of more experience of what it takes to play at this level. 47-13, so it was quite a tough time on the Transverse game in front. But guys, don't go anyway. We are going to take a short break between the lobbies and we'll be right back with game number 2.
Is it like a leaderboard?
All right, guys, welcome back. So that was game number 1 that Nobodies took against TSG. Miles, what did you make of that? It was quite a tough one, eh?
I in my heart I wanted TSG to win because they are the underdog in the first division.
No,
but
that's true. They
as
are.
soon as I saw the drop from as soon as I saw the drop from Nobodies, I knew that they were gonna win. I didn't know they were gonna stomp so hard because I didn't expect the Darkseer lane and Monkey King lane to
Dire team
lose
back.
that
Radiant
hard,
team
but
back.
I knew that nobody was gonna win due to their experience and just overall drafting and the first 10 minutes of the game. I could see the problems. But
I think just, yeah, overall, there were lanes that were definitely tough for them. You know, Frag had a bit of trouble with his Darkseer. Top lane, we had trouble with Visions. You know, he has got a range on a Monkey King, but if the lane keeps getting shoved or pushed, you know, without the Lich pull in, then it's hard for him. So, of course, the Legion had a decent time under his own tower, I think, the whole time, which then, in turn, frees up the Grimstroke to go roam around the map and do things like stacking and getting wards out, etc. So, yeah, I think overall, just a little bit of a tough first game as a first match or series in the first division for Transverse Gaming, so I think it's okay. They can definitely get these type of problems out for the future. So Miles, what do we have here? Snap again, Ogre again.
I think it's the same ban.
Yeah,
last
no,
game,
same stuff.
I don't think any heroes caused a problem for TSG Gaming because it was just a stomp. Like they could have picked the IO Takis and they would have gotten the same kill. And like no particular hero was a problem because the game was just a stomp. It wasn't particularly due to a hero, it was just due to like losing the lane due to like silly mistakes or something. So I would expect the same bans.
Why are you so harsh always, Miles, dude? You're just such a hectic okay, aren't you?
Well, that's how I'm raised. That's how I play Dota, sir.
No, I'm pulling your chain, dude. You call it how it is, man. You don't beat around the bush.
I mean, if like teams do watch their replays or this commentary, they should which I recommend for them because
10 seconds
we give like a really good pointers on where they made mistakes or like mind positioning or something. And so I will highly advise any team to watch their replay because it's really helpful.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Be critical with yourself. You can't say, oh, I wasn't feeling well today, so I missed 100 PM today. No, just be harsh with yourself.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So, Shadow Shaman, good lockdown. It's a really good pick for support. It's good lockdown, tower push, really good harassing lane if he starts with Ether Truck and not fucking Shackles. And Shadow Shaman can combo really well with a lot of meta heroes right now, like the Ursa, like the Monkey King, like the even TB. Like his Shadow Shaman is just such a good hero. Like, broken, but I don't play him because I don't know how.
What, you don't play Shadow Shaman?
Nah, I'm a Jack Hero spammer.
Dude, Shadow Shaman is the tits, dude.
I like him, but I feel like Jakiro. I just like Jakiro's ability more. He sounds cooler, he looks cooler, and his ability to do much more in the fight. Because you can't grief your team with Jakiro, but you can grief your team with a really badly placed Shadow Serpent Wards. You could trap like 2 of you causing it, but Jakiro, there's nothing.
Oh man, dude, like, okay, fine. If that's what you want to dwell on, like someone getting trapped in serpents, like surely there's worse things, like a core Void Spirit, you know, trapping you all in his Chronosphere or something, man. I mean, Shadow Shamans that I have never seen, you know, they don't just trap their own cores unless you're just like really poor. But yeah, who was it? Boss played an exceptional Witch Doctor. I think that was almost a respect ban that I would have banned if I was TSG, to be honest. Like, why ban out that Lich when that Witch Doctor had much more of an impact in this game? Now we're going to have Teaser. He's going to be picking up awesome crowd control when it comes down to the Disruptor. So obviously Kinetic Field with a Static Storm and a Glimpse. Great crowd control, decent harass in the lane. He's got Thunderstruck. Or Thunderstrike as well, which comes with a nice level 10 talent if you want to amplify it. Disruptor is like one of those supports. You know, they do a lot, they're annoying. You're gonna TP back to tower, they're gonna glimpse you out, which sucks. Yeah, so all in all, things on the die are looking pretty solid right now. I mean, if you think you can get kinetic fielded and then static stormed into a death ward, or like all of that maledict death ward, there'll be a very big team fight where Nobodies are going to win and TSG is going to end up losing.
Radiant team ban.
All right.
Phoenix. I
Dire
really
team
like
ban.
that TSG is picking a meta support right now. Phoenix, Pulse 4, the Fire Spirits, even after the nerf, even after the Sunray not able to be used during egg with Aghanims, he's still a really strong hero. Like, you can't trade with this Phoenix with Fire Spirits. She puts it on you, you have to run away. If you trade it for her, you take more damage. And if you
10
run away, she
seconds
just
remaining.
keeps on hitting you. There's like no winning against Phoenix. If
5
she has played
seconds
right. If
remaining.
she's not played right, the player playing Phoenix is just gonna feed because she's, I would say, top 3
Dire
most complex
team
support because every one of your abilities loses you HP and loses you a lot of HP during the laning stage, and if you don't play it well, you're gonna just be feeding kills to the enemy team.
And I mean, also, what now do
I hope this-
TSG draft around the egg that complements it? Because you want that egg to kind of be on the fringes of the fights. So this is when like black holes are great and the Will-O-Wisp is great. So
10
more
seconds
of like a
remaining.
team control ability, and then egg can do its
5
work on the
seconds
outside.
remaining.
Right now, TSG don't have any of that because they've got a shaman with the egg, and on the other side you've got a kinetic field and a static storm. And of course, you know, Kotl's not going to come out right now. Yes,
Radiant
this
team
could be an Enigma game. And I mean, Troll into Phoenix. Like, I think the bans on TSG had to be a bit more deliberate because of the egg coming out. Troll is going to wreck that egg. Done, finished. The egg is not going to stand in a lot of these team fights if that Troll is present.
10
And they banned
seconds
out a
remaining.
life stealer with a lich prior to that. I don't think they were really thinking forward
5
for the
seconds
egg to come
remaining.
out. So yeah, troll wrecks egg what 9 out of 10 times, and if he's there,
Most of the time.
yep.
So now that nobody has picked their carry, Transverse Gaming could easily partner this or OD this. I mean, if the outsider can play to those two heroes, like OD destroys
Dire
Troll
team
Warlord
pick.
any time of the game.
Tidehunter.
Go all Ravage into Egg, all Egg then Ravage, which is nice. Really good tanky lineup for the Troll, minus armor as well, the Anchor Smash, but I would really like to see Transverse Gaming address this Troll pick with a proper mid and not a Invoker or a TA. Like, just pick a OD, pick a partner, this Troll will have no game.
I mean, you couldn't
10
pick anyone
seconds
soft
remaining.
into this troll right now at all. That was almost a mistake into the CK and the Legion. So I
5
mean, if
seconds
outsider wants to
remaining.
go for like an Invoker now, it's going to be a grave mistake. You know, troll will rip you apart. You're going to need someone big now. Like, this is maybe when he brings out a DK mid, or, you know, this is like an OD mid game. At least you can trap, you know, troll in your Astral Imprisonment. But he's going to have to be very conscious of what he drafts from now, because so far this Nobodies lineup is looking pretty damn solid.
So nobody's probably gonna pick their carry right now. So no, not the carry, their offlaner. The offlaner, I think the Alcy is really good here. Alcy, if you just press
Radiant
the
team
attack,
pick.
not press her W. If you just W the Troll Warlord, and you get perch the Fire Spirits and the stuns from Transverse Gaming, your Troll's gonna be untouched. But Weaver offlaner, okay. It is another way to hit the egg, but it's still really squishy. Like, if your Weaver gets shackled during the egg, your Weaver's gonna
10
die. It's
seconds
just so much
remaining.
damage.
So I mean,
Right.
so what Nobodies could also do here, you could
5
definitely have a
seconds
Weaver
remaining.
carry with your troll going into the off lane, which would work. And I mean, then you eliminate that
I
kind of
guess.
squishy offlaner presence with a Weaver. You have someone strong like a troll. He can go between melee and range at his will, which is great. You're going to be up against Tide, which is okay. They can kind of trade. I don't think it's going to be that bad. Weaver gets a decent lane. Oh, sorry, Weaver would be up against the Tide Hunter. Apologies.
I would like to see. I think it's a PL pick from Hustlers Gaming. PL's also really good here.
Dire
Like
team
who can deal
ban.
with PL?
Okay, so there's that
I'm
OD.
surprised they picked-
You think
I'm
that's
surprised
too
they
early?
picked one side it's maybe they picked OD because they were afraid that nobody's noticed that OD's really good here and they might ban it with their last pick, so they picked it early. But I feel like if you pick PL right now, I don't like the mid being picked later because I'm a really greedy mid. I like having the counter pick to myself. But
Yeah.
the OD is fine. Like if he gets counters, he gets counters, but he's there to counter the troll. Like that's it.
And I mean, of course, you
Nothing
know,
much you
with Nobodies kind of having the ban straight after that pick, I think you do have to get this OD if you want it because it could have gotten lost. I believe that. So a Void ban, I almost don't know if there would be a Chronosphere with an Egg and a Ravage. It's probably a lot. There's too many big ultimates to combo together.
Too high of a cooldown. It seems too high of a cooldown ability. Like 4 massive 2 minutes cooldown abilities. During those 2 minutes, the enemy could just run at you.
10
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
I think
So I mean, what, like in essence,
Radiant
Nobodies
team
have
pick.
done yeah, PL Miles, I think you're on
PL.
to something.
PLPA.
But then they give
Those-
the PL away to Nobodies potentially if they let it through.
Nah, it's fine. They're not gonna give it. There's no way nobody's gonna pick a PL with a Troll and Weaver. It's way too greedy. They
10
need a mid
seconds
hero to
remaining.
dumpster mid. So I'm probably looking at for
5
Hustlers
seconds
Gaming,
remaining.
PLPA.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then for the Dire, I want a Pugna to counter the OD and to counter your Troll, like to clarify the Troll when the PL's going on him. I would like a Pugna, but I feel like Pugna's way too squishy for this lineup. They only have the Troll as a frontliner against the fucking OD.
And
I
unless
also don't
they,
think- remaining.
what do you think about a last pick offlaner right now? Yeah, there we go.
Choose your hero.
Welcome to the big leagues, Miles. We make all the calls around here, son. No, jokes aside, but yeah, so last pick offlaner from Nobodies, that's great. Animus, potentially, there's a mid-weaver, it looks like. And then Delta on the Troll. So carry Troll is going to be brilliant. And then, so now what do you make of a Weaver versus OD matchup?
Weaver, OD wins a lot of lanes, but during the first 3 levels where his Astro does not have that much of a cost range, enemies can sneak like 4 right clicks onto him and then get Astro. So it should be a Weaver favored lane because it's so hard to catch Sakuchi with your Astro imprisonment, but it all depends. I've never seen this matchup before, but I think Weaver wins this if he plays it correctly, which might happen, which might not happen. I don't know, but I still don't like this Troll, this Axe offlaner pick. Like, sure, it's a good offlane against PL, but still, the OD is still the problem. You're not addressing the OD problem. This OD can 1v5 your entire team.
But I mean, it's
But
kind of
this
the same as the other night when we saw that if you don't have enough stacks on your OD, you're not going to get
Prepare
that
for
Sanity's
battle.
Eclipse to pop off and be strong enough as well. So the thing is, like, yeah, OD's got the potential to do well in this game, but is he going to? And that's going to be the thing. And the thing is, if Fanny Wobble has the
sure.
game he had earlier, Miles, then I mean, he's going to end up getting quite a fast blink. This Axe is going to have a very early blink, 10-minute blink. He's more than likely just going to be cut in the wave there the whole entire time, forcing PL to react. Which is going to be tough. He's got a Shadow Shaman in his lane, which, you know, has got abysmal right click, which means he's going to have to deal with it quite personally. He's going to have to go there. And then, of course, you got counter Helix into a PL. So I guess, you know, Axe against Phantom Lancer, that is the pick you make, man. It's great. You can deal with the PL because you're going to counter Helix the whole entire time. You can jump in a call on him. What, you're going to get thrown a kinetic field onto your Phantom Lance as well. Hopefully, if there's a decent egg in the background timed well enough with that Ravage, then sure, you know, team fights should go on to TSG's side quite comfortably. But I don't know. So what do you make of the lineups right now, Miles? Are you
30
favoring
seconds to
anyone
battle.
over the other?
It all. I would like to predict that TSG win this solely due to the OD pick and not getting counter pick, but I'm not too sure about OD pickers these days. It's such an easy hero, but they mess it up so easily. I think I have to go with Nobody. I think their experience and their overall realization of pressure and timings are just superior to Transverse Games. I think
Oh,
they're
we
gonna
can
take
see.
it.
Well, already here in the bottom lane, Wiseman, he's picking up the Thunderstrike. And I mean, what a harassing tool. Look at that damage. But you see, coupled with a Battle Hunger, this guy's gonna... Oh, okay, he won't die, but he's very close to first blood, and they might even dive him, to be honest. They will. Okay, under tower with the aggro, but I mean, Thunderstrike's gonna keep popping off. There we go, first blood going to Wiseman. They might go for more teaser. He's gonna have to get about frag. Okay, Fanny Wobble, one more right click could do it. Is there gonna be range?
That's still worth it, but he wobble popped his cell on the tower when he walked past the Titan. So if he didn't pop his cell right now, I would have. It's still the first blood, but there was such a little misplay. Like, you don't need to pop yourself right there. You just run away and then pop yourself. But oh well. Talking about this, you were pretty talking about this PL, but I'm surprised that TSG went with the PL against the Troll. Which it is nice because I think they realized that PL can't really lane well against this Axe, and they switched it up to top lane. But Troll beats PL in lane head on, but just because of his wearing axes and he's more armor and everything else. But looking at I'm focusing my eyes on this mid lane because
I think you love the mid lane though, Miles. I'm not gonna lie. I think you get like super hard for mid players, dude.
Because I used to be a mid player, I used to be such a good mid player, but now I'm just fucking washed up.
Is it just you got a little bit more trash in your old age or what?
I worked on my supports and then I just forgot how to mid.
Okay.
That was it. Also, like mid, it's like most of the time the mid player is the one who dictates the game's outcome. Like if Outsider wins this lane, he can carry this game. But if Animus dominates Outsider, their team can win the game because OD cannot farm. Well, especially with a PL late game as well. It's a disaster.
So now Frag's
Bottom
getting
getting
beaten
really
up just a little bit in his lane. So I mean, I don't know. Wiseman just obviously getting the pulls and stacks going there, but they are essentially now playing in the safe lane, and he's gonna have to do.
The thing is that if Tizia go looks, he should go look at the small cam, because that's what a good support should do. He should go there and look that there's a stack until he's activated right
Dire's
now.
middle tower is under
But
attack.
he's just being useless right now. Go scout. Go scout the small cam. Do something. God damn
Well,
it.
Tide was having such a hard time, man. He's just helping a brother out. He might even fall here to the Thunderstruck as well. They got a very decent Shackles. That is what we want. He fell though. Top
Dire's
lane,
courier has been
Visions
killed.
is fine. Oh,
That was
Delta
so in
lost his
favor of
courier. That's exceptional, actually.
I was really in favor of who's this disruptor player? I forgot. Tizia, because firstly he got the XP after killing the Tide, and then secondly his kill got shared between his kill gold got shared between two heroes. So basically, instead of giving 150 gold to the Tide Hunter, he got 60 gold, which is unfortunate. So the Outsider, he does not have a lot of regen. Hopefully he's shipping out more, like a salve, which is nice, but like I said, Weaver should wreck this lane just because of his pure Tsukuchi movement speed, not being able to use
So I wanna ask you, Miles, as an ex-now mid player. Animus comes to the lane with a lot of tangos that are given by his team. Outsider comes to the lane with no tangos given by his team. Is there a big difference there?
Yeah, so I just want to talk about not giving your tangles. Like, So Tango has 60-second cooldown, but more importantly, it's 90 gold if OD buys a Tango set. So 90 gold, that could be closer to 90 gold closer to your bottle, which when you use the lane, 90 gold closer to that salve, which you really need to get back in the lane. And also, like,
Oh, rotation here
when
from
you get the
Shadow.
gold-
Is it going to be enough? Animus does have the double D.
what? You just cost all 4 fire spirits at once.
Maybe.
Animus is
Animus, he could
Did
go
Astro
down,
info?
but there's no Icarus dive anymore here from Shadow, so it's not going to be enough. Everyone's falling in the lanes. We've got Wiseman down.
You smell worse
We've
than
got
Tonka.
Wobble down. So I mean, like, that's just one thing I
Radiant's
noticed
bottom
very
tower
early.
is
Wallace,
under
I mean,
attack.
sorry, what is your name, Miles? Goodness. Is that Animus rocks up to the lane and he's got a whole lot of shared tangos from his team and he's able to sustain himself a lot longer than Outsider rocks up with no shared tangos from his team, and now look at him. He's running back with no health.
Dire's middle tower is
And I
under
think that's a
attack.
big...
how they're both running back to base. It is a major difference because the Tango. Like
I mean,
right
it's
now,
pretty
if
important,
Outsider
you
had
know.
two-
Oh, Delta.
If Outsider had 2 shared
Dire's middle
Tangos, he would
tower
get.
is under
If he had
attack.
1 HP, he would get almost half of his HP back. Almost for nothing because he didn't spend that gold on Tangos. His teammate gave that gold.
Oh, Frag's in a spot of
Bro.
bother here. They put a Urn on him, they put a Thunderstrike on him with a Battle Hunger as well. Like, you know, he is so close to being dead, it is scary. Okay, it does have that brace up, which is going to be great.
A gift from
Really
the Tempest
interesting.
Stone.
I really like that. I both like that push
None
because
for
Ern
you.
right now into Spirit Vessel is really meta. I like that he's keeping up with the meta, but also
Super meta,
you're
dude.
earning with against the Tidehunter versus Kraken Shard. He can just purge it off really easily.
Yeah, but I mean, still, dude, he's gonna win his lane because he's able to get that kind of HP regen or the negative aura on the HP regen, which is great. You know, they can kind of win this lane. I mean, Frag could go for a vessel himself just to keep up.
So,
Top
I'm gonna look at
lane,
top
Vision's
lane,
a lot of
Vision.
trouble, should be able to go down here. Animus with the rotation top takes down the Phantom Lancer. So back to bottom then.
nice gank from Animus.
Yeah.
Like, you see the difference
Is
between
under
how
attack.
Animus plays the mid lane
Radiant
and how
structures
Outsider
are
plays the mid lane.
fortified.
So how Outsider plays the mid lane from how I'm looking at from previous game and this game is that he likes to farm
Radiant's
more.
top tower
He's
is
more of a
under attack.
greedy player. Like he likes to carry the game by himself. And Animus he likes to gank. Like he ganked with the Viper, and now he's ganking with the Weaver. And Outsider is still farming, which I like his self-confidence. He's saying that I can carry this game, so I need the farm. And Animus being more of a team player, maybe. That's just my own personal take on these two different mid laners. Like both ways are fine. It's just how you execute those plans.
But I mean, what's
What you
the
do and what type of
what is the ability of OD to rotate that much? Because I mean, Weaver's pretty fast as well. First OD is not that fast. I mean, maybe is OD just not that capable of making the
OD
same amount of rotations
Odie's
as a
not
Weaver
really
does?
a good Odie's not really a good
A rotational hero. I mean,
paper. Yeah, but
and now there we go. Fanny doing exactly what we thought he's gonna do.
I feel like he's cutting the creep waves a bit too late.
Oh, but I mean, dude, he's already got the urn. He's gonna get such a fast blink up. I mean, that's the first time he's done it as well, so let's not give him too much praise. And he might get caught here as well. Ravage is gonna get used on him. Can Wiseman get there in time to get Shackles and Hex? Yes. Block
He is
from...
really good with the Battle Hunter.
Where were the
Radiant's
Shackles, though,
is under
after that
attack.
block? Here comes Shadow. Looking for more. There's not gonna be an egg just yet. He does get the Shackles here onto the axe. Is it gonna be enough, though? Oh, okay.
Drag should be careful, he might die.
Yeah,
there.
whole team rotations are coming around. We've got the outsider with Shadow as well. Oh, he's gonna time lapse back. That's okay. You got to call for a support. He's actually caught in the astral imprisonment with no ulti as well, but he can Sakuchi out of there.
I feel like that was much worse
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
for Transverse Gaming because you did get the kill on this axe who was having a really good time. Wait, no. Was he having a really good time? I see that the urn is being built up really quick, but his CS is 23 minutes at 9. 20 CS at 9 minutes. not what I see from my Axe, it's what I see from my Pulse Force.
Well, I mean, he might just be able to drop the Cullen Blade here onto Frag's head right now. Oh, yes, Shackles under tower. He's got the aggression on it. Come on. He can earn himself up back to health. That's the beauty of that. So the thing is, now he's got self-sustain in his lane, which a lot of these position 3 core heroes weren't always built in Urn and Vessel. It was a very standard position 4 build. If you are Tuskar, you know, if you're the Venger and you roam around a lot, and now you've got an Axe that can heal himself up, like he did there, and then have that negative aura. So, like, it's definitely going to change kind of a lot of things of how these guys, you know, how they're played, what they do.
If this Tron doesn't die from this rotation from the OD is really bad.
He might not. Is there an Astral coming out? He drops the ult as well. Delta should be able to pound the hell out of him. Yeah, he's waiting for that battle chance. He's going to get a double kill here.
Axe has no time for all this jibber-jabber.
Oh, but I mean, now there's no ult. He can Visions get the rebuttal though. I don't think it's worth it getting that die back. Oh, and Animus.
That's sneaking in. So TSG lost all 3 lanes. Again? No, not again. They won that mid lane. Outside that won the mid lane last game, but right now they lost all 3 lanes, which is.
But I mean, I think this bottom lane is going pretty well. I think like the Tide Shadow Shaman combination is pretty good. They've had the Ravage into Hex and Shackles is pretty decent with an Anchor Smash and an Ether Shock. You know, yeah, sure, Axe is not getting the best items right now compared to his Legion Commander, but you know, still he's going to get boots up and maybe go straight to Vessel and get a late blink just because of the utility items. But I do believe TSG are having quite a decent lane in this bottom lane. Oh, well, let's see what happens here. I mean, he's got a double bracer, so he can survive.
Frag has to commit so much money for resources like a Tango
Yeah.
or Sound because you're just getting the hell, like, really harassing his lane. But right now with the level 3 Kraken Shot, which I really like.
Yeah, no, he's beefy.
He can survive this lane, but he's not getting much CS because if he walks up to the lane, he gets battle hungered, cold, and then disrupts the.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of the very nature of being an off laner, is that you're more gonna try soak up the solo experience versus getting the kills. So I mean, yeah, Frag's not gonna get as much CS yet. He's still 3rd on the CS chart, Smile, so clearly he's doing pretty well for himself. You know, he's obviously not playing poorly because he's ahead of all the other cores.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So, yeah, so
no one has hit
what?
Has hit the 16 minutes CS mark until now that the OD because for higher up, like Ancient Divine.
Oh, here we go. There's actually gonna be a rotate coming up from the OD, but it's too late though. These rotations been a little slow. The thing is, Wiseman was camping mid for the longest time, and now he only comes back in when Frag dies. And I think those decisions need to happen just a little bit quicker. So the thing is, him and Outsider both rotate bottom after the Tide Hunt is dead, which is not going to help because he actually did have a Ravage up.
I mean, this OD is rotating bot, and then he's losing the mid tower as well, and giving Animus more farm. And we all know what the Weaver, a lot of farm. He's gonna kill this Phoenix Egg. He's gonna kill the Shadow Shaman really quickly if he gets that early Desolator or Diffusal, whichever item he wants, Diffusal. But
oh, Delta.
I'm glad that
okay, Vision's able to get out there as well. So this Doppelganger, you know, that's kind of great. You can escape, which is nice at this. Yeah, bottom lane. Nothing gonna happen so far. Battle Hunger getting thrown at you onto Wiseman. There's a lot of control coming at you from Nobodies. Like, it's very hard for TSG to actually control the fights because they're not controlling the fights. You know, there's a Hexshare into the Shackles. Ever Rad coming out as well. Okay, that's fine. Is there going to be a Sanity's Eclipse? He does have to get the stacks. He's only got 2. He's got 3. Okay. Can he drop it though? He's just saving it for now. There's going to be a Deathward coming at you from Boss. Gets astraled up. Here comes Shadow. Does have the egg. Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect Eclipse. They're coming out from Outsider.
Radiant's middle tower.
I mean, you know what? He used it to secure a kill, Miles, so you can laugh at him killing a Witch Doctor, but still, he did something with it.
I like that I like that he made the decision, but this witch doctor,
Radiant's middle tower
like I
is
see a
under
lot of witch
attack.
doctors, they like fully commit. As soon as the cause hit, no matter who I'm going on, I'm just gonna medic the ulti and just pray. Like that I see that with witch doctors so often. Like they don't care how many enemies are around them. They just, as long as they get the cost on someone and maledict, they just instantly ward and they just pray.
Pray to Almighty
But-
Gaben.
They just have to pray that they don't get killed.
How's Delta doing
Well,
versus Visions? Yeah, I feel like we haven't really broken down this top lane yet, Miles. I mean, it's a level 10 Troll versus a level 8 Phantom Lancer. He hasn't picked up the Diffusal just yet, but he does have a Broom Handle, which is great. You know, it's a nice little
Radiant's
lucky
middle
pickup from
tower
Melee
is
Hero.
under attack.
But I'm checking out Delta. You know, this guy is...
I'll take that.
He did win his lane against Vision,
Yeah,
as you
for
can tell by
sure.
the CS and then by the leveling, but he's not stomping the lane like he's CK. Like in his CK game, I think he got his first.
He's not really stomping the lane too much, and he doesn't have battle chance now either. I mean, he could actually die. Oh, but of course, Boss is coming in.
He has no mana for ulti. But
Oh, Deathward's going to get dropped here as well. Should be able to take him down. Doppelganger saving the day here. Comes in Frag. He doesn't have the rampage, but it's fine. He can soak all the damage. He's a bit of a kamikaze player. I don't know why he would do that for a Deathward. That kind of seemed too much for me. I think, yeah, he did save
He
the
did.
Phantom Lancer, but Chase is
I
down
don't
Delta.
think-
That's not going to work.
I don't think he saved the Phantom Lord because our Vision was already out of range for the death one, and then the frag just
Radiant
walked
are
up to it.
scanning.
It was
I
such
know,
a,
just kind of very, just like, I'm the big
bit
brutish
weird.
offlaner and I'm going to try tank a Death Ward. Anyway. What a crazy man.
Striker
So,
sprints.
with OD, he's currently getting his Agadams, which I like. I'm
Radiant's
glad he's not
bottom
going for
tower is
Hurricane
under
Pike.
attack.
I'm glad that he's going the meta build, which is Agadams, hopefully into Etherlands as well. But
Radiant structures are fortified.
I feel like he's roaming.
Dyer's
He's roaming
top
way
tower
too much.
is
That's not
under
his job
attack.
right now. His job is to get the Aghanim timing, and then just push with his team. Because as soon as the OD gets his Aghanims, his power spike increases by a lot. Oh, Ravage! Oh no!
Ravage
Radiant's bottom
Astral?
tower is under attack.
And one thing like that's
Dyer's
annoying
top tower
me
is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
is
has
the fact that
fallen.
that tower just fell to a siege creep with like 2 heroes standing there.
Yeah, so TSG definitely not putting priorities onto the top. Like they lost the mid tower without anyone defending it, and they lost the bottom tower to a siege creep with Tidehunter, Shadow Shaman here, who are really good.
With a
And he's-
shaman and an OD staring at that
Rotating,
siege
I
creep
just-
so that they could get a Ravage off, but it's fine. It's top lane. Let's see what's going to happen. There is an egg. It goes into the death one as well. It's not going to be able to hit that egg. It's fine. Is they
Wow,
going to get a
he's
stun
hitting
anyone?
the
It might be
egg.
Boss. He's locked in place, so they're looking for more. Decent Icarus. Wait, dive coming around. Okay, he's dead.
Radiant's top tower
Oh,
is
they've
under
got more.
attack.
Animus has caught in the jungle with no,
The creature is so far.
with no time lapse, but it's
I'm
fine. He's
surprised
gone.
that Delta did not even touch the egg. Like the egg wasn't protected by anyone because they were so focused on Animus. And this witch doctor, okay, a good tip. Phoenix it only takes 5 hits. Troll can deal out 3 hits in 2 seconds, and Disruptor can deal out the next 2 hits.
Yeah, that's true.
Why are you not taking the egg? Like, don't be scared of the
Dyer's
egg. It doesn't do
middle
that
tower
much
is under
damage right
attack.
now. Just hit it. Like, Jesus.
Illusion.
So surprisingly, I don't know
Dyer's
how
top
outside I
tower
got the
is
pick up
under
on
attack.
Animus. I think Animus was really low on
Dyer's
HP and
structures are
did OD ulti.
fortified.
Yeah, he ulti for it. So I think Animus went back into lane, being a bit of a greedy player, thinking he can get another few CS, and then OD instantly just
Radiant's
ulted.
bottom tower.
So
Dyer's
nice pick
top
off,
tower
good
has
kill
fallen.
streak, gold going to Outsider. Supernova up in 30 seconds, Ravage up in 30 seconds. I think they could just wait.
If they
a
just-
few
yeah, if they get
seconds,
the
take control
timings
of the
right.
jungle. I think just take control of this jungle and then just push the tower straight because who can fight into Egg Ravage with an OD around just hitting and not a lot of people, but Delta he's going for it, but I'm not too sure he wants to do it.
Dyer's top tower is under
His
attack.
ultimate is here, does the axe have his blink dagger? It's really close.
Yeah, he is close.
Radiant's
Is
courier
Frag
has
close
been
with his
killed.
blink? Yeah, he's got his blink up. So I mean, and they've got the Ravage as well. It'll be a decent time to maybe smoke if you TSG. Just use those ultimates that have come up. I'm sure Shadow's got his egg as well. Yeah.
100% smoke. Push up mid lane, just go smoke. Like you, that's why you pick the Phoenix and Titans for their ultis, and you don't want to be, you don't want to let your ulti just sit there not being used. You want to, as soon as your ulti comes cooldown, come, let's fight, guys. Instantly go smoke, go push tower. Those are the power spikes of the heroes. But right now,
Radiant's
TSG, they're
top
just farming
tower is
jungle,
under
which
attack.
is such a huge mistake. You have all your ultis up, go push the mid lane. Like Frag is already there, but with all
Radiant's
his
top
team,
tower is falling.
And he's going to die as well. He's not going to have thrown out the Ravage, and he didn't have the team with him as well. So that was just kind of like a, okay, bad communication. I walked in there with no team. I've
Radiant's
wasted
top
now an
tower is
ulti. They're
under
not going to
attack.
smoke either and use his ultis. I think just kind of your decision making coming out from their side right now maybe is a bit lax. No one's been maybe
I'll take
definitive
that.
with their calls. So like Frag didn't have to go mid then die, he did. No one was being decisive about what they should do, and now Visions may just fall bottom lane here.
on Vision, there's 5 heroes here. There's no way he escapes this unless he gets insane jukes.
Okay, he's gonna juke. That cast missed so much, but there's gonna be a glimpse. It's gonna bring him back. Oh wait, where's he? Oh goodness. Okay, now we do have a Ravage here coming out from Frag. It could be a big play coming out here.
So dead.
Oh, let's see. Ravage catches 3. They're looking for more. Shaman drops towards the egg out on the fringes as well. This could be a big team fight. No one's following up there that don't have the OD. Oh. Could they have done more? They dropped the egg with the wards, and yet no one died from Nobodies there?
They're not on TSG. They're not comboing well with their abilities. Like this Ravage goes out, but then the Phoenix doesn't ulti. Like this Phoenix ultis and the Ravage doesn't come out. Like this combo, it's better, please. Like right there, if they comboed it with the Ravage, the Ed could have gotten 3 kills easily. This Axe was low, Witch Doctor was low. Who's the
Radiant's
Disruptor was
middle tower
really
is
low
under
there.
attack.
But that was the blink reveal from Wobble, and he didn't get the kill. Great play from Vision, being able to illusion dodge and doppelganger out of the glimpse. But they still haven't gotten anything out of TSG has not gotten anything out of their huge cooldown ultis, which is a huge problem. The Stroll, as soon as the Stroll gets BKB, outside is gonna have a really hard
Dire's
time
middle
dealing
tower
with
is under
potential.
attack.
Oh, Frag,
right?
Frag steals that double D from the Weaver. I mean, they could do something with it as well. Is it going to be an Astral? Time Lapse is going to get used. You've got Delta coming up here from the fringes. He's got his ultimate. I don't think anyone's going to die here.
So Delta is dead. Wait, why don't you all see that? OD, what the? How are you doing?
Why indeed?
So maybe outsider hasn't played the hero that much, but if for OD ults,
Okay, decent shackles here. Okay, shackles into the egg as well. It's pretty good. Deathward here coming up from the outside. I don't think it's going to be able to do too much. Can they kill Wobble? They won't be. Is Shadow going to go down? He's going to have to dive out of the way. Does drop a decent Sun Ray into the Static Storm. Cullen Blade. Animals picks up 2. He might kill Wobble. Oh, it does throw an urn onto him. Oh no. Triple kill for Animus.
How does Wobble survive with a supernova on top of his head and he's being shackled at the same time?
Because he's a big boy. You know, he's got the bracer, he's got the urn. He's tanky as F.
Very thankful. But mistake from the outside. So the OD, how the OD versus counter picks
Radiant's
the
middle
troll
tower
that
is under
if you
attack.
get 1 stack of your
Radiant
ulti
structures
and
are fortified.
you ulti the troll, he goes down to 40% HP. Even 30% HP sometimes, depending on what Delta builds. So if he ulti right there, he would have killed the troll in the Astro instantly, and he would have Delta wouldn't have been able to get the kill and turn around. So maybe I'm not understanding how his hero fully counters troll, but it's just a shame. That was such a terrible fight for TSG because you blew this Ravage, you blew the Phoenix Egg, but We still lost the fight, which is very sad.
So
Just better
that's
positioning
lost
from
file.
it's better positioning from nobody, and they're just so strong. Like as soon as this troll has his BKB, they can group as 5. This OD can't do anything, Tide can't do anything. It's so farmed.
Invisibility.
So Vessel being bowled by Shadow, it's a good item. It's good against this axe, but especially after this new patch, Vessel. I saw one of BSG's video. He said that Vessel has a really good chance to be purchased every game. Because
Well,
it counters
until
the
there's kind of
Vladimir.
any form of nerf in the patch, then yeah, 100%. I would advocate this new vessel to kind of go onto any core, any position 4 right now. The aura it offers is amazing. It's pretty much like the opposite of a Vladimir's. It's like a very
It counters Vladimir, actually.
yeah, I don't want to say it's called a
think-
negative Vlads, but you get my point. Like it's very opposite to what a Vlads is offering you in a vessel, and it does more than Vlads as well. So it's a very great item to have right now. Call down to visions on the bottom lane. There are fast TPs. Oh, the Cullen Blade Doppelganger, man. But it's not enough. The thing is, TPs to the outpost are too slow.
Outside, you should be careful here, but they do have full vision. If Axe Blinks can call 2-man call. or-
Yeah, he does have the 2-man call. There's still Sanity's Eclipse happening right now. Animus might be able to nuke him down. They're going to, could be Egg in the middle of a fight. He does it on the outskirts here. But I mean, Delta pops it down so quickly.
Again,
They're looking for more. Going on to frag.
No way you're popping your head like that.
He's not going to get away.
Around my neck.
The thing is, like, the Geminate. Yeah, Geminate's attack just is so
Yeah,
mean.
also-
This very much.
That's a lot of damage. But TSG, they have a really good draft, but I think I wanted them to win because I really like this OD pick, but I feel like they're inexperienced and inability to adapt. To
I
these, pressure
I
lines.
also want to bring up that draft here, Miles, and say that I think the bans didn't suit what they did. They could ban a Lich, they could ban a Lifestealer, but a Troll and a
Radiant's
Weaver
bottom
get
tower
through
has
when you've
fallen.
got an egg that you want to present. That banning, I think, could have happened a lot better with the same draft, and
Radiant's
then
middle
nobody
tower
might
is
have
under
had to
attack.
choose, you know, other heroes that that could have suited them more. I mean, they did ban out the Jug themselves because they didn't want TSG to pick up the Jug, so they did ban it instead of picking it, which is fine. But I think, like, I don't know, I just feel like if you consciously know you're gonna pick a Phoenix, you've got to get rid of those big egg hitters, and that is Weaver, and it's Lina, and it's Troll, which are both in this game. And you ban out a Lifestealer,
Dyer's
you
middle
know,
tower
and Lich,
is
and,
under
and,
attack.
and, and Void, I think, was banned. Actually on Nobody's side, so I can't remember what the last ban.
Radiant
yeah.
are scanning.
So we obviously don't know what Outsider was thinking. So did he have a pre-planned Phoenix build, or was he just did they just pop up and say so? We don't have any idea. But if he
Yeah,
does,
that's true. I mean, I hear you, but still. I guess at that
But
point all the bans are
even
done and then you can't really do much about it either.
even though I think TSG outside they're not playing around their abilities. Like we saw Shadow, he didn't use that egg in that fight. Maybe he TP'd late or something, but.
Well, he
like,
did. He
TSG,
used it at the
they're
outpost,
not-
and then Delta bashed him down. And like you said, it took about 4 hits, and he was gone. Here comes a big call coming up from Mobile. There's the egg in the background as well. Ravage is going to get used. Perfect timing. This is going to be maybe a team fight that TSG can take. Static Storm coming out there as well. They get the stun on 4. But is anyone here? Visions is very, very far from the fight. There's Sunray coming out here into Wobble. They're chasing down outside. He gets a double kill on Animus. Now it's turned in Nobody's favor. And just like that, TSG had an excellent start to a team fight. They went very wrong very quickly. Shadow gonna get die here. Oh, Miles, and that was definitely in TSG's hands.
We definitely they did combo the Phoenix egg and they did protect the egg, right, with the Ravage and
Yeah,
the
no, it
egg.
was
They did
decent
that very
timing
well,
coming off frags, but
after you saw those ultis, it's up
Radiant's
to your
middle
calls.
tower is
It's up to
under
out the vision and outside. I
Radiant's
think
middle
outside
tower
played that
has
fight
fallen.
terribly. He walked into the static storm and wasn't able to
Radiant's middle barracks
astro anyone
has
or get
fallen.
any stacks. And
Radiant's middle
if he got
barracks
like
has fallen.
6 stacks, from one Astra and a few hits, he could have gotten ultra kill right there.
And then of
Easily.
course
But he
Visions
walked
was
into the
just too
target
far
there.
from the fight as well. You know, he got there very late.
Are fortified.
It's just miscommunication, mispositioning, misunderstanding of abilities. It's just
But I mean, you know, again, like I said, TSG started the fight off very well. You know, Axe jumped on to frag, forcing Shadow to get a very good egg there on the side. Then they followed up with a Ravage as well. So that, you know, egg got off, it caught 4. And then it slowly fell apart. Static Storm, Outsider couldn't do anything with Visions being too far away. I don't think we got wards in that fight either.
no, he did face ward. I didn't.
In that mid fight though, was there wards?
Yeah, it's on cooldown, but I don't remember seeing it. But it's on cooldown. I don't know where he used it.
Defending bottom tower now.
I'll take that.
But then it almost makes me believe he didn't use mid wards because the cooldown's quite long. I mean, it's still on now, so 2-minute cooldown.
Right.
Yeah, so
I'm too
no.
lazy to look at the replay.
So then no wards then dropped by Wiseman either. But I think that fight was over too quickly for maybe him to do that.
So Shadow and Frag, they did perfectly there.
Dire
Maybe Frag,
structures are
Shadow should have
fortified.
filed out some fire spirits and stuff before he ulted, but you got
Radiant's
your
top
ulti
tower
off. You
has
got the supernova
Yeah.
stun out, but it was up to Outsider to do the damage right there. But he just wasn't able to do anything, which costed him the.
Okay, Astral here onto Wobble.
Radiant's bottom
Oh, they're gonna get him here. He's got a Blade Mail, taking a lot of this damage. Oh goodness, Visions, man, he's just putting it all on himself. There's gonna be egg in the back and does pop as well with the Ravage. He catches 3. Are they gonna take down Wobble as well? Kinetic Field. Oh, this troll is big. BKB Battle Trance, I mean, that's enough. Took down 2, gets himself a double kill.
We were praising TSG for hitting the combo, but right there they just
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
messed up the combo once again. The egg went there solo, and the Rabbit should have come out, but he either got stunned or he was holding it too much, and he let it go too late, and the Gemini attack just finished it off. So I think GG for TSG Gaming. Their abilities are down. This PR cannot do anything against this Axe and Troll.
No,
And
yeah.
this OD is just like useless in this game.
I almost want to lean more towards of like the Phoenix wasn't a conscious pick because of the bans that didn't take place. And I think, you know, you do have to make mistakes to learn, and now hopefully, you know, something like a Weaver or Troll is not going to be, you know, allowed to go through when you do want to pick a Phoenix egg, because it drops so quickly. Like honestly, 3 to 4 hits and it is absolutely obliterated. And here we go. I mean, nobody should be able to close out this game number 2 quite comfortably. Teaser, he has a last ditch attempt coming out from Visions. Might be able to take down the Disruptor. Let's see how it goes. Alright, Shackles here from Wiseman as well. They're looking for more. Got Fragging out in the fringes. Does not have the Ravage though. Animus, Timelapse trying to get away. Wobble there gets.
So much cash.
Oh, it's a lot. I mean, he's going for more. Maybe he picks up the Ultra Kill here. He might just get it. They're going to give it to him. Oh, okay. Shadow not being that generous. He could give him the Ravage here. Let's see how it's going to happen. He's going to get taken down with the Fountain. Oh, he's got the Aegis of the Immortal. Boss goes down to Fountain. They're still looking for more. Is the timer up for a Ravage? You know, Icarus dives around. He drops the egg in the base. That's cheeky. Oh, goodness.
Nice.
Wow, Miles.
Good attempt from TSG to defend that, but we saw that the Troll was seeing. He was just so fun. He got rampage there all by
Radiance
himself.
Ancient is under attack.
Alright, well, GG, the Nobodies, taking game number 2 and taking this whole entire series 2-0 against Transfers Gaming. This is the VS Gaming First Division Leg 2, Miles. So the competition is definitely going to be obviously quite stiff from this point, and it's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if anything you would like to say here in the back end.
Good try on TSG for being the underdogs, but I think if they want to go improve from right now is play more games together, have that communication, have that trust in your teammates to, you know, be up by your side, and then I think just watch this replay and your previous